Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I have to tell you a little story about this segment. This entire trip that we're taking down here actually started with Russell talking about needing to do a product review on the new venture. And kind of one thing led to another. Said, hey, Chad, I got an idea. You've got an old one, I've got a new one, so let's take them and compare them.
So, about the only thing that's the same is the name. They kept the Venture name, but that one is a 4-cylinder, 1300 cc. This is a twin, 1900 cc, or if you like cubic inches, 113 cubic inches.
So Russell, let's start with what makes these two bikes different. The first thing I noticed is your motor is much more skinny than this one.
This one has 4 pistons, this one has 2 pistons.
Is one more torquey than the other?
Yeah, it's a lot more torque. In fact, it took me a while to get used to riding this bike. You know, Yamaha went totally a different direction. They wanted a twin, they wanted an air-cooled, they knew they had the technology there, and so here we have the brand new resurrected Venture.
Is it the shift pattern the most noticeable thing?
Well, it's got a 6-speed transmission, which is the first thing. So you have overdrive, you get a lot better fuel economy. We learned that today.
Yes, we did.
It goes pretty far on a fuel tank. Yeah. It's got this Sure Park system, which when you put that lever down, you can go in forward and in reverse at a walking speed. So if you're ever trying to park into a parking spot, it's got that. Hey, can somebody help Chad give him reverse? I have my own, look, one hand. To me, I wanted navigation, I wanted Bluetooth technology, I wanted to be able to talk on my phone, all the things that a millennial wants.
Yes, and Russell would never say this, but I will. He also wanted a bike that didn't, in 2009, still have a cassette player in it, okay?
The biggest thing, they didn't go far away from this bike. This bike was extremely comfortable, an amazing touring bike, so they didn't take what was good on this bike and just throw it away. My wife's always, turn down the radio, turn down the radio. Now, she can listen to her own music, and I can, so you have different compartments, so I don't have to listen to the same music she is listening to. Let's
talk about storage on it. What did they do to the trunk? Did we gain or did we lose?
In fact, I think Rhea's in here, isn't she?
Look where it comes here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two full coverage helmets will fit in there.
Now, look where this one stops. That's a lot of difference.
It's the first thing I noticed is how deep it was.
If you look at the profile of the bike, it doesn't really change much, does it?
No.
The entire bike sits lower, which probably is throwing your center of gravity closer to the ground.
Yes, and this thing handles amazing. It does. The center of gravity is like 2 inches lower than the old Venture.
With the 2-cylinder engine versus the 4-cylinder engine and all that torque, it's going to shift differently. And sure enough, it didn't take me but 3 shifts to hit the rev limiter. And all of a sudden I went, oh yeah, I'm not on the old Venture. I've had my test drive on the new bike, and I can safely say one thing. It handles real different. And 2, Russell, I need a longer test drive.
We can work that out. If you drive out to Tooele, we have one of these bikes that's a demo bike, and we let you take it. You need to have a driver's license, obviously, and fill out a form, but you know what? We want you to ride it. And when we say test ride, we don't mean around the block. We're gonna let you take it for a half hour, 45 minutes, because you really gotta spend that much time on it to see the beauties of this bike.
Check it out. Steadmans, remember, how far out?
Well, 300 miles.
No, from here it's like 6.
But it's only 30 back.
All right, we'll be back with more At Your Leisure. We'll join the girls and Bruce and continue our story when we come back.